protect you. That means it sees discomfort, disapproval, or conflict as a threat, so it reacts. It flares up with emotion, anger, anxiety, stress, trying to defend you. But this survival mode doesn't help you grow. It keeps you stuck. It keeps you overthinking. It keeps you replaying conversations, defending yourself in your head, wasting hours on what someone said, how they looked at you, or what they meant. That's not peace. That's mental prison. And this is what's keeping so many people from becoming who they're meant to be. Because when your mind is busy reacting to nonsense, it can't focus on your future. You're too distracted to be disciplined, too emotional to be effective, too drained to chase what matters. You lose days, you lose sleep, and over time, you lose yourself. But here's the good news. Being unbothered isn't a personality trait. It's not something you're born with, it's something you train. It's a decision, a practice, a mindset you build brick by brick until your peace becomes unshakable. And if you stay with this, if you truly understand what's being said right now, you'll begin to realize how much power you've been giving away. You'll see how often you let small things ruin big opportunities. And once you see it, you can change it. You can train your mind to pause before reacting. You can rewire your thinking to protect your peace like it's sacred, because it is. There's a reason the most powerful people are the calmest in the room, not because they don't feel, but because they've mastered themselves. They've learned the value of keeping their energy. They don't hand it out to just anyone who wants to disturb them. They don't let fools pull them into chaos. They don't argue with ignorance. They observe. They breathe. They move with intention, and they keep their power. You can get there. It starts now. It starts by catching yourself in those moments when your mind wants to explode, when someone says something disrespectful, when plans fall apart, when the noise gets loud. That's when your training begins. That's when you choose not to be ruled by reaction, but led by wisdom. Every time you resist the urge to react, you grow stronger. Every moment you hold your peace, your confidence expands. You're no longer begging the world to treat you right. You're focused on treating yourself right. And that shift, that internal shift, changes everything. So if you're tired of being drained, tired of giving away your power, tired of feeling like everyone else controls your emotions, stay here. Keep listening. Because by the end of this, you won't just understand peace, you'll own it. You'll know how to protect it. And you'll carry it with you like a shield. That's the reward waiting for you. A mind that's still, a life that's focused, and a future that's no longer defined by noise, but by purpose. You weren't born to chase drama. You were born to build legacy. So stop being bothered. Start becoming unstoppable. The moment you realize your peace is your responsibility, everything changes. You stop expecting the world to cater to your emotions. You stop waiting for others to act right so you can feel right. You take back control. That's power. Not loud, not aggressive, but calm, steady, and fully in command of yourself. To reach that level, you must train. You don't get a strong mind by accident. You earn it, day by day, choice by choice. You practice silence when it would be easier to argue. You breathe deeply when your instincts tell you to explode. You become the kind of person who doesn't respond just to respond. You respond only with purpose. That's the mindset of someone who values their energy. Understand this. Not every opinion deserves your attention. Not every problem is your emergency, and not every moment needs a reaction. When you chase every little conflict, you lose sight of what actually matters. But when you step back and ask yourself, is this worth my peace? You begin to build a filter, a wall that protects your focus and keeps your mind clean. That wall is built by repetition, by awareness, by refusing to let nonsense into your soul. Your mind is like a house. Every time you react to something meaningless, you're leaving the front door open for chaos to walk in. You can't have peace if you let everything enter. You must guard it. And the way you guard it is by choosing which battles are worth fighting. Most aren't. Most are distractions wearing the mask of importance. The real battle is the one within. Choosing calm over chaos, discipline over impulse, long-term vision over short-term emotion. It's not easy, but it's worth it, because when you master this, you move differently. You speak less, but say more. You walk into rooms without needing to prove anything. You start to radiate strength that can't be faked. People feel it. They notice it. They start to treat you differently. Not because you demanded respect, but because you commanded it through your presence. And presence is built on inner stillness. The strongest people in the world don't fight every fight. They fight the ones that matter. And sometimes the strongest move is no move at all. Just stillness. Just clarity. That's what real maturity looks like. Not needing to be right. Not needing to clap back. Not needing to explain yourself to people. Committed to misunderstanding you. And here's the secret. The less you respond to negativity, the less it controls you. When you react, you feed it. When you respond with silence, you starve it. And when you do that long enough, your mind adapts. It stops flinching at noise. It stops racing toward drama. It becomes calm by default. That's not weakness, that's evolution. Science proves this. The more you practice emotional regulation, pausing, breathing, staying present, the stronger your prefrontal cortex becomes. That's the part of the brain responsible for decision-making, self-control, and long-term focus. In simple words, the more you stay calm, the more powerful your brain becomes. You stop being a puppet to emotion and start becoming the master of your mindset. And that's the goal. To become so rooted in who you are that no one's words can shake you. So focused on where you're going that no noise can distract you. So trained in your response that peace is no longer a struggle, it's your default. You don't owe everyone a reaction. You don't owe anyone access to your peace. People will try to test you. Life will throw storms your way. But how you respond, that's what separates the average from the unshakable. You're not here to survive chaos. You're here to rise above it. Every situation you face is another rep in the mental gym, another chance to build strength, another moment to choose growth over ego. If someone disrespects you, ask yourself, do I need to respond or do I need to rise? If things don't go your way, ask, is this the end or is this a test? The answer lies in your mindset. And your mindset is built through choices repeated again and again. So let today be the day you stop reacting out of habit and start responding with wisdom. Let today be the day you refuse to let small minds drag you into small arguments. Let today be the day your mind becomes your ally, not your enemy. Today be the day your mind becomes your ally, not your enemy. Because when your mind is calm, your vision gets clear. When your mind is calm, your decisions get sharper. And when your mind is calm, your future opens wide. This is your power. This is your moment. Keep building, keep training. You're not just becoming unbothered, you're becoming unstoppable. If you're ready, there's more. Because the next level of your peace doesn't just protect your energy, it unlocks your destiny. Once your mind is trained to stay calm, everything else begins to align. You stop chasing control over people and you start creating control within yourself. You begin to see that real peace isn't found in the perfect environment. It's built in a powerful mindset. The kind of mindset that walks into chaos and doesn't flinch, that faces pressure and doesn't fold. This is where confidence is born. Not from noise, but from silence. You're no longer pulled into drama because your vision is too strong. You've worked too hard on your mindset to let someone's bad day become your bad day. You've sacrificed too much to give your energy to arguments that lead nowhere. The truth is, most of the battles people try to drag you into are just distractions, and every time you resist that pull, you rise higher, you evolve. You step into the version of yourself that was always waiting. The one who doesn't explain, doesn't chase, doesn't crumble. The one who leads. When you protect your peace, you protect your power. Because energy is everything. Where your energy goes, your life follows. So if you're constantly drained by what doesn't matter, you'll never have the strength to build what does. And this is what separates people who stay stuck from people who rise. The ones who rise have learned how to conserve their mind. They don't leak energy, they direct it. It takes discipline to not respond, to not defend yourself when someone lies, to not react when someone disrespects you. But that discipline creates strength. It creates space, and in that space, clarity is born. You start thinking better, moving smarter, living lighter. That weight you've been carrying from overthinking, from reacting, from trying to prove your worth, it begins to fall off because you finally understand your worth isn't up for debate. Not everyone will get you, not everyone will like you, and that's okay. You're not here to be understood by the masses. You're here to be grounded in truth, to be laser focused on growth, and nothing slows growth more than emotional chaos. That's why mastering your peace isn't just about feeling good, it's about getting free. Free from the need to impress, free from the fear of judgment, free from the urge to fight battles that aren't yours. You reclaim your time, you reclaim your focus, you reclaim your identity. That's the transformation that happens when you train your mind to be unbothered. You stop playing small, you stop apologizing for protecting your space, and you start moving with quiet confidence that can't be shaken. And the best part, you start attracting differently. People feel your calm. They sense your strength. Your energy starts speaking louder than your words ever could. You don't have to prove your value, it's felt. You don't have to chase respect, it's earned through your presence. And presence only grows stronger the quieter the mind becomes. There's power in the pause, power in not reacting, power in knowing that your silence is not weakness, it's what builds you. And the more you practice it, the more natural it becomes. The old you, the one who over-explained, overreacted, overthought, fades. The new you, calm, focused, grounded, rises. And that version of you, that's the one who wins, not because they fought harder, but because they mastered themselves. That's the real victory. It's not about getting even, it's about getting free. It's not about having the last word, it's about having the last laugh. Because you didn't let it break you, you didn't let it define you, you rose anyway. So keep going. Keep protecting your peace like your future depends on it, because it does. Keep choosing calm when chaos tries to test you. Keep walking away from noise that doesn't serve your growth, because every time you do, you level up. You become more than just unbothered. You become untouchable. Your mind is your kingdom. Guard it, train it, strengthen it, and it will take you further than any reaction ever could. Let the world watch as you move in silence, focused on purpose, unshaken by noise. That's the mindset of someone who's not just living, but rising. Every single day, the world will always test you. It will poke at your emotions, challenge your patience, and try to pull you into battles that have nothing to do with your purpose. But when your mind is trained, you no longer take the bait. You no longer lower yourself just to prove a point. You've outgrown the need to respond to every challenge. Why? Because you finally understand this one truth. Not everything deserves your energy. Energy is sacred. It fuels your goals, it drives your progress, it shapes your future, and if you waste it defending your ego, you'll have nothing left to build your dreams. That's the real cost of being easily bothered. It steals your momentum. It keeps you spinning in circles while your destiny waits in silence. You weren't created to be reactive. You were created to be intentional. Every move, every word, every thought driven by purpose, not by impulse. It's not weakness to ignore the noise. It's strength. It's control. The loudest one in the room is rarely the strongest. The one who speaks with silence, who chooses their battles, who remains composed under pressure, that's the one with real power. Because staying calm doesn't mean you don't feel. It means you've learned how to lead your emotions instead of letting them lead you. That's emotional mastery. That's discipline. And discipline is the foundation of greatness. Show me someone who can remain calm in a storm, and I'll show you someone who's unstoppable. Because that calm is not passivity, it's strategy. It's focus, it's vision. It's choosing what matters and letting go of what doesn't. And here's a truth most never realize. When you become unbothered, you unlock speed. You move faster, not because you're rushing, but because your mind is clear. You're not stuck analyzing every word someone said. You're not replaying arguments in your head. You're not waiting on validation or chasing closure. You're free. Free to focus, free to create, free to rise. You stop trying to fix everything and start building something greater. You shift your energy from reaction to creation. And that shift changes everything. It's how you go from surviving to thriving, from being at the mercy of life to being in control of your path. People may not understand your silence. They may mistake your calm for weakness. Let them. Your growth doesn't need their approval. Your evolution doesn't need to be loud. Keep moving in silence. Keep building in peace. Let them talk while you work. Let them doubt while you rise. That's how leaders move. Quiet, intentional, unshaken. And yes, there will still be moments that test you. There will be people who try to provoke you, situations that trigger your old habits. But the difference now is you know better. You know what's at stake. You've seen what it costs to react. You've tasted what it feels like to stay grounded, and you're not going backward. Not now, not ever. You've come too far to lose yourself to things that don't deserve you. You've worked too hard to be dragged into energy that doesn't match your vision. Keep your standards high. Keep your mind guarded. Protect your inner world like your legacy depends on it, because it does. You are not here to be liked by everyone. You are here to live with purpose, to lead by example, to inspire, throw,